Why I regret getting married. I should have listened to my gut before the wedding. Let me start by saying I don't hate my husband. He's not abusive. He's not a monster. But I regret marrying him every single day. We dated for 3 years. It was good in the beginning. He was charming, attentive, funny in that dry way that makes you think he's smarter than everyone in the room. My friends liked him. My mom loved him. I used to think he was the best thing that ever happened to me. But the first cracks showed 6 months before the wedding. We were supposed to go look at venues together, and he bailed last minute, said work was swamped. Then it happened again. And again. I ended up planning 80% of the wedding alone. When I brought it up, he'd say, "You care about this stuff more than I do. I'm letting you have what you want." That sounded generous at the time. Now I realize it was just a lazy excuse. The honeymoon was underwhelming. He slept in most days, barely wanted to do any of the excursions we planned. He was glued to his phone. I told myself he was decompressing from work. I didn't want to be the nagging wife 2 weeks into marriage. Fast forward to now, 2.5 years later, and I feel like I'm living with a very polite roommate. We barely talk. We eat dinner in silence, sitting next to each other but worlds apart. He doesn't ask me about my day. When I ask about his, I get one-word answers. There's no emotional intimacy. No sex. No conflict either, weirdly. He doesn't yell. He doesn't fight. He just disengages. And what kills me the most? I knew. Deep down, I knew this would happen. The night before the wedding, I had a full-blown panic attack. I told my best friend I didn't think I could go through with it. She thought I had cold feet and said, "Everyone feels like this right before a wedding." No. Not everyone. I think I ignored every red flag because I was 30, everyone around me was getting married, and I was scared to start over. He wasn't bad on paper, stable job, decent looking, no major vices. My parents were thrilled. Society tells you that's a win. But you know what's worse than being alone in your 30s? Being married and feeling utterly invisible. I don't know what I'm going to do. Divorce feels like admitting I made a huge mistake, and I did. But staying feels like I'm slowly erasing myself. So yeah. I regret getting married. Not because he's a bad person. But because I stopped listening to myself. And now I live in a house built on silence and compromise, where love used to be. If you're reading this and you're unsure, don't let the pressure win. Your gut is louder than the church bells. Listen to it.